My favorite part being a father is probably just watching them grow. Just recently, my 5-year-old said he wanted to come ride his bike up here at the church because we got the huge parking lot. He hinted around about taking the training wheels off. You know, he was thinking about it. I could tell he's kind of, So I just ran over there and pulled him off, and he just took off. I mean, he rode his bike for probably the next 20 minutes without putting his feet down, and it was the coolest thing to watch him just be excited about it.
They're wide open to anything, and we're, generally speaking, as parents, way too serious. To me, that's the fun part of enjoying your kids. It brings you back to what's really important and not getting caught up in the things the world says are important.
One of the things I think I love most about being a father right now with a toddler is just getting to see learning happen. It's amazing to be able to see what kids grasp and understand, and just being able to watch them put things together, and just it's amazing to be able to see that.
I wanted my kids to know at a young age that they need to establish their own walk. I can help them, I can teach them, but making sure they understand that I'm here for them, but they got to do the work just like anything else.
Both my daughter and son on the way, they're going to be okay. They're in my hands, but they're also in our Father's hands.
The kids kind of bring you back to that place of, well, why does that matter? Is it because I wanted it that way, or because it's actually a valuable thing? And the same goes, I would say, as you step from a worldview to a biblical worldview, in the sense of, am I getting caught up in things that are checking boxes for what people have told me are important versus what God told me is important?
If you're not a good husband, it's kind of hard to be a good father. If you're not satisfied in doing work that you enjoy, it's hard to come home and be a good father. It's all interlaced, every bit of it.
I went through radical mentoring before I was even a father. We were only, had been married for, I think not even 2 months at that point. It was definitely a great experience to have before I even became a father, and just having that foundation with a group of guys that I can always kind of rely on.
We say we're the men of the house and I'm in charge, but the question is, are you doing that in a godly manner? Are you doing that the way that God calls you to do it? So this gives you the opportunity to figure that out and walk that path with other men who are trying to do that, who can come alongside you, help you become that, hold you accountable, or push you to become even better in that sense.
I have a band of brothers, as John calls them, that I lean on heavily. The guys that I spend the most time with inside and outside of this church are other guys that had gone through radical mentoring.
I entered radical mentoring just because I wanted to set up my marriage and my parenting on the best possible foundation I could. And so I think that's exactly what I got out of it, was just being able to share and again learn and grow from guys that have been there before.
No matter what, you're going to get more out of this than you ever could plan on getting out of it. Not many people have the drive to push themselves to this level, but it's going to be difficult. But at the same time, I don't think you could question anyone and they say it wasn't worth it. I mean, it's going to be one of the most worthwhile things you've ever done in your life, I think.